President Trump is promising one of the biggest tax cuts in American history, and we're learning more details. Yesterday, the president plans to roll out his campaign promise of simplifying the tax code. So now it's time for Ask the Expert. What does all this really mean to us and our wallets?
So we have certified financial planner Tony Drake, who is with wealthwisconsin.com. He joins us now to explain the plan for individual tax reform. What does this mean for the average taxpayer?
I think the biggest goal is simplifying it. Right now, the tax code's hundreds of pages long.
Yeah.
If you add up all of our hours, literally billions of hours to file your taxes. So that's the big goal, to reduce it, make it a little bit simpler. We're still missing a lot of details, but there's four main areas they're talking about changing. All
right, let's talk about that. What's at the top?
First one is really reducing the tax brackets. Right now, we have 7 tax brackets. They're talking about going down to 3, 10%, 25%, and 35%.
So what they haven't said is where those cutoffs are going to be. What is your income level for those things? And so when you're looking at middle class voters and people who are middle class, what will the numbers roughly be, do you think?
Well, that's the tough part. We don't know. That means some people are going to get a substantial tax cut. Some people are probably going to get a tax hike.
Will it also create a new definition of what middle class is? Because we have this argument all the time. What creates middle class? Okay, talk about what's the second thing.
Second thing is standard deduction. Right now, for a single filer, it's about $6,000. Married filing jointly, it's about $12,000. He wants to double that. So essentially, if you're married, you're going to have about $24,000 of income that you won't have to pay taxes on.
Eliminating some tax deductions as well. An example, if you own a house, pay property taxes, they're talking about possibly eliminating that. Is that a good? I mean, when you look at the, here's what's going to be, here's what it doesn't include anymore. Is there a trade-off?
There are some trade-offs, and one of the big things we don't know is this hasn't been tested for cost. So what's it really going to cost the economy? What's going to cost us as a country overall? We don't know that. So you're right. They are talking about getting rid of some of those deductions. If you're someone that itemizes, could end up costing you a little bit of money.
And when you talk about the deductions that many middle-class homeowners depend on, it is the deduction for taxes on your home.
Charitable, your taxes on your home, the interest on your home. Those would be the big three, wouldn't they?
Yeah, those are the big three. They're also talking about eliminating head of household. So if you happen to be a parent that claims children and you're not married, that's a preferred tax status right now that they're talking about eliminating. Could end up actually costing you more taxes.
All right. Are we missing anything else in the final four there?
Making sure if the taxes do go down, good time to consider a Roth. Roth is an after-tax contribution. If you're in a lower bracket, great time to do that, or maybe do a Roth conversion.
You had one final thing, the repealing of the taxes. You're talking about the Obamacare?
Yeah, there's an Obamacare surcharge tax for high-income earners, 3.8%. Talking about getting rid of that. They're also talking about eliminating some of the other taxes, like the death tax, or sometimes called the estate tax, and alternative minimum tax.
And in all this, though, Tony, what don't we know that we need to know before this goes through Congress?
About all the details to put the puzzle together.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the important thing. The devil is in the details.
Right. This is really just a bullet point and outline. We have no idea how this is all going to piece together. Don't make any changes now. This can obviously change, could not go through it all. We want to see the details before you make any changes.
And we've heard presidents and politicians make these kind of promises before and never have been able to really deliver. I mean, imagine filling out your taxes on a postcard and just mailing it in.
Be something else.
It would be something else. Tony Drake.
You can only use 140 characters for it.
Yeah, something that simple. All right, have a question for our experts. Email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. We do have the number right there for you.